Hello, this is Alekius, and welcome back to another episode of Shadow Empire as New Ruthenia. Been a little bit since I could record due to illness and the holidays and the loss of one of our wonderful little fluffball kitties unexpectedly and suddenly. So it's been kind of a hectic December. Still don't have a regular schedule I can count on either, but I am still gonna try get episodes done when I can. And this will likely continue through probably the summer. Like it's a bit busy. And I have completely forgotten what I am doing. Oh geez, where were we? We have our two zones. One there. There is blue steam. And Deephead. I remember Deephead. We have the slavers up north. We have the AI to the west. We have nomads to the south, which we have cut off and have a... Nope. We've only cut off some of them in the hopes they'll attack. That is the actual border we're looking at. Then far to the south, we have cut off the major. We have this lake and the southern pole, or part of it. And then we're pushing off against this area. Then we have, I think, natives that we seem to be friendly with, or maybe it was these ones. Regardless, let's find out. We have the one major, an ambusher trying to attack our mercenaries, actually. And it is blue steam. Bureaucratic points, mechanized heavy siege infantry, mechanized MG, energy lance, tariffs, income tax. Looking good so far. Incident with reckless behavior. We were trying to minimize heart. We will denounce Director of Staff Council. That is unfortunate. Warrior Army wants candidate. Sorry, no can do. At least I think so. Fist and commerce. Yeah. Commerce, sure. Fist, no. Operationalization of MG infantry, mechanized MG, mechanized assault, armored, light armor infantry, light armor assault, light armor grenadier. This one will be slow, but a little crunchy. That's a term that makes sense. I think I'll go for the straight armored in case we want to use it. Full support, no reason not to. Critical success. Damage reduced to nothing. Aliens want to offer mercenaries. They need to stop offering mercenaries. I can't keep doing this. Love the commerce profile, but let's see, if we do 4, that's 20. We have the capacity. We can just tell them no this time. How much money can we make, though? Military genius at 6th Deephead Reptiloid Mercs. No, and ooh, an intelligence expert, yes. Especially as we've had a little trouble getting our meritocracy up. What can we do for first? However, finances in general. Treasury cash flow. Let's skip to the end. Making 50 credits a turn. which I know highly variable. Where did it be? Almost 100 credits of that was from tariffs. And we patriotic collection maybe? I don't know if that'll upset people. I might still tell the mercenaries no. Ah, right, Galactic Republic units. Let's work west to east. We have a stable border here. We are friends with them. Select units. We are out of supply down here. Mercenaries are kind of useful for pushing zones that are out of supply. I am really liking that. Push you down, and then you. We'll add in the artillery, which probably can't do anything to this kind of unit. So, oh wait. I mean, they can, but the fact that they're surrounded, I'm not worried about getting extra kills with retreats. Yeah, this is the micro howitzer. The whole reason to have this is as the enemy it hits in direct combat, it hits units that are in the back row as well as the front row, and units that are retreating can also be hit. And it's dirt cheap because it's a micro howitzer. That's the thought. I have not experimented with it, so I don't know if it'll actually work. But we are running out of... Oh, no, we are not. We're getting... We have a half dozen or so hexes left that we can push supply down this road. I'll have to see the IP is holding up. We want pivot go north around this mountain range, just non-aligned out there. I think yes, the priority should be here to push across. Cut off Bruderam, Evestadt, Bayard, Bernio. Bayard, Bernio, and Bruderam. Bayard was over here, they'd be in alphabetical order. Bernio, Bayard, Bruderam. Evestadt is to the south. Is that everybody, or am I missing one? I think there was one other, but they got marginalized somewhere up here. Yeah, Brown Rom. We look at the victory. Evestadt, Bayard, Bernio, Bruderam. Us. And then Brown Rom. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's everybody. Man, we're doing so well too. And again, I have a much better feel for what I'm doing in the game than I did the first series where I was left. Okay, I kind of know what I'm doing now, but I have to live with the mistakes and decisions I made earlier in the game when I was still learning. Alright. This is something we can do. Do we want to just use up the mercenaries? I think we're going to have to, because this supply is not getting anywhere. And this is non-aligned forces, so they're going to get supply from, like the mercenaries, they just get supply locally. Oh, that went way better than expected. Frees up the mercenaries to come back. Alright, pack you all up. Move you as a group. Be slow, but it moves them all. Screening forces in the mountains. Yeah, we get to the difficult part. We're not at war with them. Alright. 3% fist profile, which is not much. And I am getting to the point of being a little frustrated having to deal with these guys. Do we go ahead and pull the trigger? Yeah, I don't think it's going to get any better, and I'm not going to wait on them. While our competitor, Thiefstot, snaps up the territory. Not that there's much out here. That was a big unit. And our troops did admirably. We'll do just the one. Might be foolish. And we push them back. Yes. I can add in more infantry and then use the mobile militia to snap up territory. There we go. And we're going to push this infantry into the mountain. We know there's another cavalry unit somewhere out here. Not aligned. Single hex. Interesting. And we have most of the tanks sitting over here. We'll reinforce the one. How is your supplies? Needed one fuel. Didn't get it. 2 turns of food left. We'll wait for this one to get here and to improve readiness. And I'll send one around. I don't think I'll be able to cut it off completely, but I don't know. Get the AI too. Or no, this is a... Oh. Alien native, not the AI. Alright. No reason to wait then. So the AI is gone then? Yeah, it's just Latinum. Okay. Militia will push. We're at peace with, yeah, Labaro. Platinum, not so much. I think we finally went to war with, yeah, slavery's finally declared. There's a few there. Might try cutting them off in a different area. Yeah, not surprised. They have mechanized forces in the more traditional sense. Add in the mercenaries for flanking bonus. Top. We'll leave out the 4th one. potentially doing a follow-up attack on the remaining hex, which we have enough AP, we can do a follow-up attack. Definitely want you, you, and you. How is our stacking? I think we can throw everybody if we want to. If we're going to overwhelm them. Not looking forward to the losses, but want to free up these forces and normalize a front, which our troops did fantastic. Fortunately, supply is still a big issue. Send the mercenaries that way then. Keep our troops in better supply. Artillery will hoof it. Alright, so that is everybody having moved. Do I want the mercenaries then? Do have a lot of fronts. We have troops. We're just trying to manufacture the weapons to be able to fill out everything. Speaking of losses, place what we have lost. Like XEMGs are our new ones. And that's right, we re-rolled very good structural design. Which brings the question, well, AP is so low right now, I don't think I'm going to be able to upgrade anything. Because we're using our troops everywhere we have troops. And they're out on the edges where there's no supply. Asset wise, we are turn building our first heavy industry. And Blue Steam is standing by. Happiness is still dropping. Civilization is still increasing. Too early to level up the city. I know I was considering... Oh, hello. With whom do you belong? You do not have an HQ? Indeed. Thought I had made these. Alright. So they're supposed to support the tanks with recon when there was AI, I think, was the thought. I know there was an intention to build a city here. Just not yet. Blue Steam has all the workers it needs. as does the capital, but that'll change when we get the heavy industry. I don't remember if I was going to build a new unit or not. I'm going to say no to this at this point. I've made that decision. Not worried. Might mine more leaders. Need to look more closely at some of these will be very useful. We'll wait for now. Most importantly, I think, is getting the road here stretched. Definitely want that cargo liner. We want to take it right up to the edge, and then head northeast. It's all the way out there. Perfect. I want to push the supply south as well, but that's going to have to wait. In the green, there's enough supply there. I'm not going to worry about that one. I don't really want to push a road through these mountains. I'm going to have to do something. It looks like a road around the volcano would be the cheapest way to do it. That's not something I can do this turn. Yeah, 320, 640 to go all the way through. Supply-wise, we are using a lot of metal, using a lot of machine parts. How is the heavy industry takes 5 per turn? 2 more high tech. Might have to buy some high tech. At 8 more. It'll take us lower than I want to be on metal reserves, but we're not building a lot at the moment. I think that will be this turn. A little bit slower than normal as I come back to grips with it. Alright, D-Stat doing their usual thing. I'm a little concerned with the amount of troops they have on the border. If they were to attack right now, it would be bad. Okay, we did lose a few of our mercenaries. They're so useful. Maybe I should have purchased the ones from last turn. Okay, awesome. I forgot we had that. We should probably check our objectives. Physical storage, very good. New armored car or buggy. Mining techniques. Fruit Junior. So, demands. None left. We took care of our promise. Also, want to look at the applied sciences. They're working on vehicle armor optimization. Alright. Only 17 in, so they got quite a ways to go. No. Economic Council. We have unlocked automation. We can get mining robotization. Hydroponics robotization. Both very good. They save population, but not directly. They basically just double the output, or not double, but increase the output of their respective assets. Only other economics that we have are ones over in chemistry. Don't really care about water atmospheric recompensation or serpentization or methane synthesis. So I think I'll take the practical, like I would like to get propulsion unlocked, but the automation is just too useful. Oh, we have a few other ones. Nuclear plant. Oh, right, because we'd unlocked that. We're not getting any, not exotics, fissiles. And then the wall. Yeah. Hydroponics, I think, is most important. So we won't have to replace the, or upgrade the food. Our buggies, it is better. Not by a ton, but by enough. And with our upgrades to the armor, polymer, and the high-speed machine gun, has much better stats. So that is a lot better actually. So we can actually use those on the front line now. Oh, and less engine power. I used a smaller engine. How is it as a powerful engine, but not overpowered? So it will be slightly slower. And it shows. A little bit more complex, but cheaper. Even though there's some rare, technically it's more expensive in just raw materials. But the combat abilities are significant. I'm very happy with that. Design. What do we have that is the lowest? 6-star machine guns. 96, 98. Technically our lowest is the light tank, which I don't think is using polymer. So we could go from underpowered to adequate. Or beef up the armor. Or get a new model done. What types do we have? Do we need any? No, we don't really need any yet. Mechanized artillery would be nice to get the rocket launcher though. Rocket launchers are expensive. So I'm going to redesign the light tank. By first looking at the tank we have now. I didn't pay attention. 25mm howitzer. Okay, yeah, cost containment seems to be my philosophy so far this time around. Also the weight consciousness. Let's just design it to be the same. And that'll be right within, I think, not having a modifier. I think it goes from 0.9 to 1 power to weight ratio. So we could get away with 25-25 light diesel. That means we have lots of light tanks, which is important at this phase. Having strong, super elite, super expensive tanks becomes important later. Tiefstadt. Do I even care? Strategic map. Looks like we've been pushing the reformist. Resettlement proposal. Bayer Republic has proposed. Yeah, they keep doing this. and it's good for our profiles and tends to make everybody happy. Everybody's happier with this. Alright, going back to units. I want to take a quick look at the overview, make sure I'm not missing anything else like I was those buggies last time. And then come back in. They are under attack, and we'll let them entrench. We'll reinforce them. Our less well-equipped mercenaries will just kind of meander around. They're at threat of being cut off. That's a big deal for the mercenaries. I might want to keep one of our infantry. Down where they can respond. Now it looks like we have 4 more hexes worth of road we can push out. Looking at overall terrain, looks like this is a dead-end valley. We might just want to go straight northeast. These guys, do I want to keep them down here in case they attack? Reposition them. I keep the mercenaries down here as well. Kind of line them up along the border. Yeah, I think it's time to start considering a potential attack. Stevestat, well, no, relations are decent. It's gonna turn sour at some point, though. Now, the ones we have trouble with are Ruthenia, Bruderom. Bayard is no threat. Tiefstadt is a future threat. So, yeah, I don't think we need to position our group there yet. We'll keep them together. Zip on over to the dissolution of the nomads. Back to where you have some supply, and sure enough, found somebody. Deploy into combat spacing. Try to arrange to take advantage of our HQ proximity. Curious if we'll find anything there. Nope. I'll bring them down there to hopefully spot the cavalry that's down there, if it is still down there. The HQ around. And it is going to be hard to maintain logistics out here. Well, no, because we still have a lot. We just need to extend the road, which is expensive. Ooh, follow-up attack. Yes, please. I'll have to retreat them into better supply. Oh, no, we are running low, because I'm not going to push it up through those mountains. We'll leave them in the green and we'll just swap them back and forth. that takes care of that. That'll get the zone of control, capture that territory, and bring them all the way down to a direct attack, which, even if we lose territory up here, I'm okay with that. That denies it to Tiefstadt. Pivot into that direction. And capturing the mountain territories. And then to the slavers. What is your problem? Low ammunition. Alright, we'll bring you up. You're low on ammo as well, as are you. You need more, but you have some. Keep the artillery moving up. We'll maintain the territory for now. Next turn we may play an offensive. Rat. Do they get attack when it's retreated? Okay. I'm looking for any that might change AP action points, like rush. Might actually be useful for like the tanks. Fluid defense. Mechanized forces get minus 30 on attack. Mobile ops. There we go. That would actually be great for our tanks right now. It costs 20 political power, which is a lot. But it gives them a little bit more mobility. Light armor brigade. Go. And entrenchment. Do we want to decrease the defenses on our infantry for here to have more AP? I don't think that's the case. If I want to rush anybody, it's probably the third. Only 7. Go ahead and do that. I don't want that low a defense against the slavers. Don't want to hurt our attack against them. This gives us a bonus to defense without a penalty to attack for a group facing the slavers, which is the first. Yeah. Yeah, siege is inappropriate. Infiltration is tempting. I don't want to take the malice on defense because we're going to be coming out of the mountains. It's still pretty heavily forested. And they're using a mix. Semi-mechanized forces. How many tanks do they have? How good is their tank? Eh. Filtration might be ideal then. Yeah, let's do that, and if we run into trouble we can either drop it or we can move to fluid defense and have a more static fight. I want to be a bit aggressive. Who did I give that to? Whoops. Well, we'll have to wait for a new one then. Oh, that's an unfortunate mistake. Because infiltration isn't going to help them too much. It will help them push through forces. It's fine, but suboptimal. Road-wise, I am going to need some supply down here. So, look to push southwest. I want to split it northwest as well. We'll just go from here. Figure out whether I want to go northwest later. 2 hexes, replacement troops. Our losses were with the mercenaries last turn. Keep an eye on Blue Steam's happiness. It's still dropping. Nice to see civilization score still climbing. But we're down. Still getting kind of low. I've played all of these for Blue Steam. Yeah. D-pad, we're doing well. Only thing to be concerned about is the heavy industry. We have enough supplies to handle that. Let's produce some more ammunition. Grade-wise, what are we looking at? Very poor prices except for metal. Give me an infusion of credits. What is, not history, not vid, stats, that's what I was looking for. Price indexes. Metal is the sort of, that'll be machine parts, high tech, radioactives, rare metals. Ah, here we are. Okay, so metals are a little bit low in price right now. I mean, higher than average, but there was a dip. I guess we sold some turns ago. I think that's it for now. We'll continue building up some of our colonists, and we'll look to deploy another brigade. Yes, brigade. Sometime soon, although I'll have to think about what kind of brigade that should be. But for now, I appreciate you staying to the end. Please leave a comment, let me know what you think. I will see you all next time. Take care, everyone.